Hey y'all, joyful Friday. My name is Anissa and this is Journeying with Jesus. And today I have a song. I was about to say I have a poem for y'all, but I really do think this is a song for y'all. And I am not the singer, okay? But I will sing, but I don't think singing is my ministry. But I have a song that I think I got back in August. And when I say got back, I feel like the words came to me when I was in the bathroom. It seems like God gives me words, or just words come to me. I do think it's God when I'm in the bathroom. And so I wanted to share them with y'all. And the poem is called, well, the song. I'm going to be saying poem and song because I got to get used to saying song, but I hope you know what I mean. It's called Refuge, and it was just on me for maybe like a week or two, just refuge. Like I said, I made this back in August, but it just kept on coming back to me, refuge. And as I was sitting down thinking about the words and things of that sort, I was like, wow, I can see why you gave me this right now. And so I'm going to say the words first and then I'll explain it. So it says, He is my refuge, gave me love when nobody gave a hand. He is my refuge, lift me up when I couldn't stand. He is my refuge, gave me faith when my face was downcast. He is my refuge, gave his love that will always last. He is my refuge, gave me love when nobody gave a hand. He is my refuge, lift me up when I couldn't stand. He is my refuge, gave me faith when my face was downcast. He is my refuge, gave his love that will always last. Like I said, yeah, that's just me trying to sing it for you because like I said, I did hear it kind of as a song and want to be obedient and sing it kind of how I heard it. So that is called Refuge. And so I'm going to go line by line. So He is my refuge. Talking about the Lord being my refuge. Gave me love when nobody gave a hand. He is my refuge. Lift me up when I couldn't stand. And I was kind of thinking of somebody almost in a barrel type of pit and them wanting to get out, but nobody was helping them. But Jesus extending a hand and giving that help when nobody was around. So He is my refuge, gave me faith when my face was downcast. So as I was sad, He gave me faith, He gave me strength, He gave me courage when I was going through that time of 2024, feeling like I did not have much left, didn't know what was next, didn't know if I was going to get through the day sometimes, praying, Lord, just get me through these moments, get me through these days. He gave me faith. He is my refuge. Gave me love that will always last. And as I was looking at these words today, I was just thinking about, of course, 2024 and gave me love when nobody gave a hand. It's some things that were just between me and God knows all of my thoughts. He's the only one that knows all of my thoughts. So He was able to really give me love, give me strength, as in people pouring into me, not knowing what I'm thinking in His mind, not knowing the things that I'm battling with. He was able to give them a word to share with me that gave me a hand, gave me love, that gave me what I needed during that time. And I also thought of my husband. It says, lift me up when I couldn't stand, because there was a point where I was so afraid to eat because if certain numbers were on the food that I was eating, I wouldn't eat the food. And I was always fasting. I was fasting so much. And I remember there was a time that I was like, I just need to do a fast. and I was doing like a water fast. I was just like straight water, and I was just always searching for a sign, like, Lord, do you want me to continue on this fast? I'm driving on the roads, looking for a sign on billboards, like a yes or no or stop or go. And then I got home and I was talking to my husband. I literally fell, like passed out, and my husband caught me. And I remember in that moment, I just cried out to God because I didn't know what I was doing wrong. Mind you, I'm still into numerology, still into chasing signs, still into like mysticism, things of that sort, divination. But I'm thinking that I'm searching after him, but it wasn't him. And I was just crying, and my husband was holding me, and I was just like literally calling his name. And so he is my refuge, lift me up when I couldn't stand. Those moments in 2024 were some of the hardest moments in my life. People don't understand it when I say it, but those were some of the hardest moments in my life. Spiritual warfare on a whole nother level. But I appreciate that time so much because I feel like I was able to see God a lot. And then I was also able to see God through my husband, because when I passed out, it was my husband that caught me. And I feel like he could have been like, babe, you need to eat something. You losing your mind, because he knew the things that I was doing. But no, my husband didn't do that. He decided to, let's go to the doctor. He took me to the urgent care. They were closed. And then after that, he was like, let's just go to some waters. We lived at a place that had a lake. And he just set me down at the lake. And he was just talking to me. And I think I was just thinking to myself, like, what am I doing wrong? This isn't how things are supposed to feel, because I'm sure I felt like something was wrong, but I didn't know that I was doing things that were wrong. But he was just talking to me and trying to get me to smile and laugh. And I took a picture from that day. And then we went back home, and he was just like, you sure you don't want to try to eat anything? And he tried to get me something, show me something that seemed appetizing to me. And I think I was like, you can just give me some soup or some chowder, something small, because I had felt like God wanted me to fast, and so I was fearful of eating. And yeah, I just think of how Jesus, he has our back, and that's what I felt like he gave me strength in that moment, and he gave my husband strength in that moment to be able to be there for me as my mate, my husband, my protector. And so the next line, he is my refuge, gave me faith when my face was downcast. During that time, I was pretty sad. One of my best friends, she was like, I didn't know if you was gonna ever tell a joke again or anything like that, because I was very like somber. My family was like, you okay? My mom, I remember she had asked me like, what happened? My grandma is calling one of my sisters or talking to my sister, and just like, I don't know what's going on with your sister and things of that sort. I wasn't my joyful self. And that's one of the reasons I do say joyful Saturday and things like that, because I remember there was a time where I didn't have any joy. And so, yeah, he gave me faith even when I was downcast, even when I was saddened, when I was burdened, when I was just losing my mind, and it showed on my face too. And people was like, you look different. And I'm just like, yeah, God is working on me, not knowing that I have a veil of lies over my face to where I can't see the truth. And when I look at pictures from that time, I may insert some pictures. I feel like when I look at myself, I can just see almost like nothing is there. I can't describe it. If you see what I mean, then you see what I mean. It just looks like I'm completely out of it. And I'm smiling, but I feel like my soul was on E for real. And so, last line, he is my refuge, gave his love that will always last. I feel like that's a reminder for me, because the numerology and stuff had me always bending, always double-minded. He loves me, he loves me not. He loves me, he loves me not. It wasn't God loves me and I know it. Now, I knew that before. I knew that. Like I said, me and God was like this. But during that divination, really, when it got real bad, when God was really starting to prune it off of me and things really got hectic, it was like, he don't love me. I really felt like he didn't love me. And when I told someone that, it was like, what? You really believe that? And I was like, yes, I needed a constant reminder that God loved me, because I felt like he hated me. I felt like, let me not say I felt like he hated me. I felt like, I remember when I was eating one time, I felt like if I took another bite of food, and I probably was just eating like 2 chicken wings, I was like, if I take another bite of food, the thought came, when you stand before God, he's going to say, depart from me, you ate too much. Mind you, I don't think I was overeating or anything, already like going through it, but I just always thought things like that. Depart from me, I never knew you, things of that sort. Not, I love you, you are my friend, you are my sister. Nothing like that all the time. It was mainly negatives. And so, yeah, that was how I got the poem. And like I said, I kind of thought of Joseph and just someone in the pit needing help, but then God meeting them and helping them and being that refuge, that help, that safety. And I was thinking about Joseph, and I remembered that he was betrayed by his loved ones, people that were his family, and that happened to me. But God's providence had it to where Joseph was betrayed, was sold into slavery, but at the end, he was the one that helped to save his family. And so I think about that with my story, because that was Joseph's story, was something that was helping me during that time. I was just remembering Joseph and how he had the coat of many colors, and he was to me, it was like he was all that. And then how he went to the pit, to jail, all the prison, and then he ended up being able to help his family. And so for me, I think that even though all the things happened, the abuse, the misuse, the divination, the numerology, I do believe that God can work it together to help free people close to me and other people. But a lot heavy on the people close to me, because there's a lot of people, say a lot of people, but a few people I have in mind that are close to me that I really want to see saved. And my dad, when I was going through it, I was saved from that. Like, my eyes, I say the veil was removed with the numerology in October of 2024. My dad had sent me a verse in I think August of 2024, and it was Psalm 46, which talks about things may crash the mountains and things of that sort, but God is in the midst of it all. He is the constant in the chaos. He is the calm in the chaos, and he is my still waters. And when I heard it back then, I was like, okay, this makes sense. Like, okay, yeah. Like, my mind was always racing back then. Mind you, my dad, he does not say he's a Christian. He doesn't say anything like that. But I do feel like God allows him to help me. And God is restoring me and my dad's relationship. I have a Father in heaven, and God is also restoring me and my dad's relationship on earth. So my dad says this. First of all, I'm so shocked, because my dad don't be sending me Bible verses like this. And then my dad is breaking down how he feels about the verse and about other things. And some of what he was saying, I could be like, okay, I can see that. And so he has sent me Psalm 46, and I was just like, this is really God, because I did feel like my life was falling apart. I did feel like my mountains was down. My glory was down. And it just reminded me that God is still there. He is in the midst. I know a lot of people be like, God is with her, she would not fall. They take that to, mean like God is with the woman, she would not fall. But I knew that he was talking about his people, Israel. And now as the church, Christ's bride, I still feel like that applies to us, to his children. We are able to have an access to God. We are able to run to him as a refuge, as someone who gives us safety, as a deliverer, as a provider. He is someone that I can run to when I am in trouble, when I just need somebody to talk to, when I need direction. He is there. And so, yeah, so like I said, this was on my mind maybe for the past week or two, and I was kind of like, refuge. Like, really, all it is a poem / song. What can I really talk about? But this past week, I done fell down the stairs and really like hurt my tailbone. Like it's hurting to get up. Sometimes it's hurting to sit down. Sometimes it's hurting to just do things that was normal for me. I had car troubles last week, and then my husband had car troubles this week, and I was just like, I didn't get overwhelmed. I got a little bit overwhelmed this week, but I didn't get too overwhelmed. I was just like, God, I know you see us, and it'll work out. But yeah, it was just like a lot was going on, a little bit more than usual. And then I started to see, he is your refuge. Run to him. Talk to him about what you're going through. Things are crashing down. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was another thing that happened this week. Like unexpected stuff. Very unexpected. And it's just like, okay, all right, this happening, but Lord, I'm trusting you. I'm going to talk to you. And I ask that you just help us. And then also inviting other people in to like, hey, can you pray for us about this? Because I believe that God has allowed people, your people, who will pray for you and be able to cover you in certain areas. So I've been able to talk to people like that and just open up about the things that I've been going through, and being able to see God be my refuge and be my place of safety, and someone that I can confide with when nobody else knows what I'm going through mentally up here. Okay? Because it be so many thoughts that come, and it's just like, Lord, I can only tell you. And hold on, I got some notes on my iPad. I like that in Psalm 46, verse 1, this is the NIV version. It says, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. And then if you go down a little bit, it says, come and see what the Lord has done, the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes war cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and the bow. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. He says, it's he says, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. So with come and see what the Lord has done, that's verse 8. And then I read all the way to verse 11, and I started with verse 1, which was God is our refuge and strength, and ever-present help in trouble. But yeah, it's just he makes war cease. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He says, be still and know that I am God. It's just like he is doing these things. He is having these things to happen on earth. He's having things to stop and work together so you can see that he is God. For me to see that he is God and that he can work to be lifted up and be exalted in the earth. And so that just reminds me sometimes I'm like, Lord, why did this happen? Why did this happen? And it's just like to show people God, probably to show people who God is and how he saved you, to tell a story that people haven't heard before, for them to see, wow, God is really all up in there. And I think when I start to see it in that perspective, it gives me a little bit more of a passion to tell people about this. Like, yeah, God is real. God is for real, real. And I heard somebody say today, yeah, you can see my scars to know that you can heal. You're not going to bleed forever. And so with these things, I hope either this year or next year that I will release the poems in a book to share with people, to show them that, yeah, these things happen and they don't feel good, but there is another side to it. Like Psalm 46 says, verse 5 through 6, God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. I'll just leave it at that. Verse 5, God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Break of day is dawn. And when I hear that, I just think of joy is coming in the morning. And I am here to tell you, joy does come in the morning. There is joy on the other side. I had days where I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this day, Lord. I can't see a future. I could not see the joy that was to come, the Sunday that was to come. I could not see it. And then now now 2 years almost later, I'm able to see, wow, okay, I understand it. Like I really do understand it. But in the midst of it, it's hard to see it. It's hard to stop striving and trying to make everything work together. And it's hard to be still and really trust God. Trust me, I know. I was striving. I was trying to self-righteous attitude, legalistic, had to do this, literally striving and thinking that I could save myself, kind of. No, only God can save me. Be still and know that God is God. So that is the song Refuge. I'm going to say it one more time. Let me find it on my iPad. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to sing it one more time. He is my refuge. Gave me love when nobody gave a hand. He is my refuge. Lift me up when I couldn't stand. He is my refuge. Gave me faith when my face was downcast. He is my refuge. Gave his love that will always last. He is my refuge. Gave me love when nobody gave a hand. He is my refuge. Lift me up when I couldn't stand. He is my refuge. Gave me faith when my face was downcast. He is my refuge. Gave his love that will always last. So I hope that y'all enjoyed the video, that was able to speak to you somehow, some way. I feel like I was this way, that way, this way. But I hope that God works it all together to make you to understand it and to just reach you where you're at right now in any place. If you're, on the joy that's on the other side, or if you are in the midst of the chaos right now, always remember that God is our calm. He is our joy, and he is our strength, and he is our refuge. He is there for us to run to, for us to dwell and just enjoy who he is, enjoy his guidance and his love and his direction and correction. So yeah, that was it, and I will see y'all hopefully sooner than later.